Hey, um, okay, so as usual, I'm just jumping into this video. I figured I'd go ahead and let you guys know what's going on as I'm experiencing it because as hard as this is going to be, I named this project Raw for a reason. So here it is. First video submission of this year, officially, and I'm in the middle of a breakdown because I just admitted to my friend and partner in this that I've been doing some things that are pretty drastic and unhealthy. Stuff that I don't know why, shouldn't have done, measures that I should never come to. This, basically, you can read it in one of my journal entries, but I went off, as I call it, the deep end, and I've been really obsessive with my diet and nutrition. I always am. I'm interested in it to begin with, but right now I've gained a lot of weight back, and I'm trying to lose it again. And I just feel like I can never just do things on a normal level. I always take it a step further, and I go too far. So I went cold turkey on everything. I cut out my sugar. I cut out unhealthy carbs because there's a difference. You can still have some carbs, but things that were high in fat, and I just dropped it all because I mean that's what you do if you're wanting to lose weight, and I mean I replaced it with healthier options. I haven't been starving myself, but there are a couple of days there where I'd forgotten to eat or I wasn't eating as much as I should have been, whether it was time or just the fact that I honestly haven't been as hungry because I've been eating healthier and smaller portions and stuff like that. And I think that my body was just needing more sustenance, and I had a really bad craving, and I ended up eating some bread. Not a big deal. It's really not. That's the problem. But to me, in that instant and in that moment and that night, I just kind of lost it like it was. It was a big deal to me. And it was cheesy garlic bread. And I just wanted carbs. I wanted just nasty bad carbs, which is fine every once in a while to mess with. But I had one piece, and the craving was still there. It wasn't enough, so I was like, okay, come on, just you've been doing so good. So I had another piece. Well, that second piece, I already felt ashamed of myself. I already felt guilty. So I went on to a third piece. And so this is 3 pieces of bread. I mean, that's excessive. It's more than I needed, but it's still not as big of a deal as it was in my head. Yet I didn't stop. So what did I do? On the third piece, because I still had that craving, it still tasted good. It was making me feel good. It's feel good. It makes you feel good. So instead of eating it, I just chewed it up and spit it out, which apparently I've learned is actually a thing that people do. I didn't even know that there was a name for it called chew and spit. I guess as obvious of a term for it as there can be. But I went a step further because by the time I had already done that, I felt so ashamed of myself for having even binged and ate that, of course, I went and threw it up. And in addition to that, and this is not something that I normally do, but I just lost my head. I don't know. It was just like I was a completely different person. I ended up, because I wanted to make sure that it was all gone and out of my body, I ended up drinking some laxative, the Phillips stuff, and I haven't told anybody yet. I put it in one of my journals, but I told my boyfriend that I did that, because I tell him everything. But other than that, I hadn't told anybody, and I just told her today. And it's Jessica, by the way, the other person doing this with me, and she's been so helpful in all of this. And, I know obviously there's a bigger problem than I even realized before. Like, I think that's her if you can hear my phone saying droid, but I'm not really sure how to conclude this, but just, I guess it's just nice knowing that I can be honest and put that out there. Um, and if there's anybody else who's gone through what I'm going through or how I feel, you're not alone. And we can work through this together, hopefully. Um, I really do want to take steps to change. And it's not like that's something I do all the time, but just the fact that I freaked out so much over something so small and made it into something so big when it's not that important, you know, is something that I need to work on. Because I have no intentions of doing something that radical or ridiculous. Again, I just need to fix what it is in me that ever made me decide to do something like that. So that is my video submission for this week. I guess I'm starting it with a big bang. So tune in next week for whatever else I get myself into. Hopefully it's something a little bit more positive. Alright, bye guys.